So again, my name is Andrew Wirtanen. I work at Atlantic BT. We're a web firm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Come on and raise up. I'm going to talk about one step removed, which is user research without actually talking to users. I know. So these are some of my clients. These are my favorite ones. They all have different cocktails. They also have different ideas about user experience, and they also have different budgets. So sometimes I have to work with 20 hours. This is on the low end, and that 20 hours includes wireframes. That includes site outlines. That includes everything UX that I need to do for this client, and it includes user research. So what can we do to be effective? Well, we can have a client worksheet, and clients will fill this out before I even talk to them. So they're already kind of thinking about design and UX at a sort of a high level, and then I can use this to prepare good questions when I actually talk to them. So preparing good questions, very critical, and the client kickoff is very important. You really don't want to get knocked on your back here. This is something you need to take full advantage of, because often it's one of your only times to ask specific questions and drill down. Now, what happens if you can't answer all your questions? Well, you can get data other ways. Analytics is free. Google Analytics is free. There is no reason why it should not be on a website. And you can find out specific answers to specific questions, like where are your users from? So I work with a lot of small clients, and they're from North Carolina. They don't really care where their users are from. But some of them are developing e-commerce sites. And then, if they have clients in Australia, it's very important for them to understand that they can sell there. Another question you can answer is, how did they find your site? So you can look at the Google queries that they typed in to actually find your site. You can also see if they're coming directly by typing that in. That shows that they're dedicated. How are they looking at your site? So this is a good question to answer, so you can see what device they're using. You can use this data to sort of decide if you want to do a mobile site or a responsive site, something like that. Also, what are they clicking on? This isn't perfect in Google Analytics. There's other tools to do this, but you can see, if they're clicking on a really small link, if the redesign, you might want to consider making that larger, or you might want to consider rearranging the navigation depending on how it works. This is from ClickTail. There's other tools to do this again. There's an attention heat map and a scrolling heat map. So the attention heat map shows how long they're stopping on a particular part of the page. The scrolling just tells you how far they're going down. Do they know the purpose of the site? So this is the 5-second test. This won't tell usability, according to Jeff Soro yesterday. But it will tell you brand impressions, and it will tell you sort of how they feel overall about the site. NavFlow, so this is a site where you upload individual images to the site, and you see if users are following the optimal path. So if they're following the optimal path, don't change it, or make minor improvements to it. Is there previous research? Yeah, so Beaker might have done some previous research a few years ago. Go dig it up. It might have some dust on it. It might be market research. It might be a usability test. You never know. Ask your client this. There's also other ways, like social media. So look at Facebook. The Facebook wall for a client is often now turning into a forum. This is, clients, customers are asking customers questions, customers are talking to customers, and clients are talking to customers. Also Twitter, same thing, it's more back and forth. You can use both Facebook and Twitter to look at the actual profiles for these users, and then figure out, high-level data. It's not probably representative, but you can at least get an idea where users are from. Pinterest, another tool. This is especially useful, I'm finding, in e-commerce sites. So you can see how users are categorizing products, e-commerce products. And finally, as Chauncey mentioned, look at customer support emails. Talk to customer support. They actually want to talk to you. They're sitting in a call center. They're like, I'm seeing the same problems every day. They don't get to share them, so ask them. And finally, you can build your user, hopefully come to a proper conclusion and build your pro personas or profiles. Thank you very much.